Hello everyone and welcome to another randomised gaming stream. Just turning down the volume here. This is ModNation Racer, which was originally released on PlayStation 3 back in 2010. And it received a number of DLCs. I'm just going to have a bit of a fun playthrough tonight. Unfortunately, the online was switched off back in 2018. And when they switched off the online, a number of parts of the game sadly got delisted. It is a fantastic kart gaming, and although I never actually quite finished it, I got a long way into the campaign. Very, very good title. Highly recommend it. It was originally so it was released in 2010. It was developed by United Front Games and it was published by Sony Computer Entertainment, and we're looking at the PlayStation 3 version. This was also released on PSP and there was a follow-up on PlayStation Vita. So without further ado, I will jump into it.
Welcome all to the new season of the MRC, the ModNation Racing Championship. 28 of the most exciting, exploding, life-threatening demolition kart races in the whole wide world.
Karting fans and drivers alike are getting revved up for tomorrow's season qualifiers.
I'm the gorgeous Biff Treadwell, and with me as always his painfully boring statman, Gary Raisins.
Actually, Biff, it's Reasons, Gary Reasons.
After 10 years, I still don't care. Racing has been with us from the dawn of time, and for millennia the concept of racing stayed the same. But in 1931, entrepreneur Marcus Ramses Callahan had an idea that would change racing forever. The ModNation Racing Championship was born and rose to become the premier international karting competition ever in the world. Legends were made, forged in the dust and oil and glory of the track. And like racing, all champions have an origin. So the question remains, where will the next champion come from?
Hey you, might as well flip the sign. Out of stock on tan, beige, and cream. Haven't sold another color in 25 years, but I am still not taking them off the shelves. They'll come around sooner or later. Until then, we have a full stock of fire engine red, cobalt blue, and emerald green. Hey, what's on your mind? I heard. A bunch of customers were talking. Said all a racer needs is a kart and a crew chief. Had to ask an old friend what a crew chief was. Turns out, he is one.
Holy fur on a catfish. Is this a cart or a peacock? You do that? So you're one of them graffiti taggers. This thing come with training wheels, tagger? Good. Now gear up, tag. Let's race.
Okay, so here we go with the basic driving controls. And I'll just say hello to a regular commentator, Charlie Ward. Thanks for joining the stream. As always, guys, if you enjoy the stream, please do hit the like button. If you're here to have a chat and whatever, it's very much appreciated. Hit that like button. And no, you want to double check. A basic check on Wikipedia, Charlie will show you that it was done by United Artist Games, who sadly are no longer with us. So they actually did...
where ModNation's Best will attempt to qualify for the home tour.
We've got over 10,000 cameras ready to film this race.
Actually, Biff, that figure might be slightly exaggerated.
You know what's exaggerated? Your giant forehead. Now can it? 250,000 cameras, 40 blimps, and the space shuttle are filming this race. Let's do this thing.
Yes, the commentator...
Okay, this is your crew chief. Apparently I can use this radio thingy to talk to you while you're out there. So listen up. Your cart's been fitted with a boom box, which gives you weapons and targeting capabilities. They cost a fortune, so the MRC will only give you one.
Okay, just before we race, the dialogue in this is fantastic with the sort of way they chat to you, the pit crew and stuff. It's really good fun. So it is a very nice title. So there's a lot of customization options. The actual story was really well written with a great sense of humour. So I'll just show you the first race. Use R2 to accelerate, L2 to brake, and to steer.
3, 2, 1, go! You see those item pods there? Get them. At least if you want weapons to take care of your opponents.
No, I haven't played F1 All-Stars, and I'm not sure if it's 30 or 60 FPS. Grab a weapon pod. So this does have... I do like the fact you sort of boast when you drive past.
Now might be a good time to try some drifting.
Press.
It's the key to any great racer. Not that I'm saying you're gonna be great, but you can't get much worse.
It feels very smooth, mine, so I don't know, might be 60. Can't be sure without doing a test.
Okay, basics. The more you hot dog out there with your cool hip moves, the more your boost meter will fill up. You can start boosting as soon as you start to fill her up. Give it a whirl.
So yes, boosting is one of the key priorities in this one. You have got to boost. So get some drifting in there. And you will learn to become a drift master in this one. Just put quite a few collectibles on the tracks as well, and you get various attacks as well, as you will see. You can also drift and boost at the same time, which is quite cool.
Like to see you do that again.
Drive over 3 boost pads. Well, I won't be getting that one. There are collectibles.
Okay, go for the second now. Two down. Only one more to go.
So each race does have a set of number of collectibles, although I'm not going to get them like that one there I just passed. Should actually be boosting in. And there's the first race.
Finishing in style with a decent number of weapon pods in the swag bag. Not a bad run for the rookie.
I do love the commentating from the guys is absolutely hilarious. You want to see the level editor later? Okay, will do. I don't know how much stuff I've actually got unlocked at the minute. I don't tend to do my own levels because I tended to play through the game. I've never actually got through all the way as I lost my save file on this one. But I didn't technically lose it, I swapped hard drives, so...
You don't know a thing about business. Take one look at that hippie paint shop of yours. When I'm right, I'm right. Right?
Hey, great race out there.
Hey! Who's your favorite uncle? I am. Because I'm gonna make you rich, like me, Uncle Richard. But first, we're gonna have to talk about your, you. Because no one likes an artsy-fartsy softy, especially the Conservative Motors team. And by team, I mean me. CM's got an eye on you, champ. You end that rainbow act, I'll show you the pot of gold. Hello. Yeah. No, no, no. You've got it backwards.
Only thing worse than a colorful cart is a CM cart. Come on, I got something to show you.
There are quite a few tours in this. I will show off the DLC as I was able to purchase it. Or at least I've got the 3 main DLCs added in trophies. There's quite a few I haven't bought. They are only available, I think, in the European store, and I'm not sure if that was more Sony Europe not bothering to delist the DLC. So there's quite a lot of DLC still available, but I know in North America most of it, or almost all of it, was delisted.
Okay, you won yourself a boombox. So what? Ain't like fans are running up asking for autographs or nothing.
Can I have your autograph?
Anyway, you qualified for the MRC, which means you get to go somewhere nobody else in the world gets to. Mod Spot. Knock yourself out.
Greetings, rabid race fans! Here we are at the Mod Spot, where you'll get a behind-the-scenes look at where your favorite contenders make the awesome happen.
That's right, and it all begins at the race station. Join or host your own online races in your quest for multiplayer domination. Hone your skills with Quick Race. Have a party in split screen, and every MRC career starts here. So if you want to be on the fast track to the winner's circle, Race Station is the place for you.
They're the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the top of the dog pile.
They're the hottest mods and karts on the track. They may change tomorrow, but today, these are the ones all the fans are scrambling to get. If you want your work up there with the greats, you'll have to make your way to the Creation Station. This is what it's all about, folks. Create, shop, and share. Here you can customize your mods, your karts, and even your tracks.
The only thing you can't customize is Gary. But really, who cares about Gary when you could be test driving premium content at the coming attractions venue?
The big screens will help you stay up to date with the latest news from the MRC. See which racers have been spotted here today.
Keep tabs on your competition with your players list. You'll always have someone to race.
In the Mod Spot, meeting other racers couldn't be easier. Just drive on up to them and strike up a conversation. Use gestures, voice, and text messaging to start a chat.
And don't forget to race on fan favorites at the top tracks venue. Or crush your friends with the quickest lap times on the track of the day at the Hot Lap.
Well, mods and modettes, that's it from the Mod Spot. Be sure to stay tuned as the MRC gets started.
Okay, so this is where the online really shows its colour. This originally had a very heavy online mode, where here you would see lots of online things. So you'd actually run into other racers. We'll still show some of the racers running around, but they're just going to be generic NPCs. Basically, you would originally have the hot laps, the hot traps running when you're online. Yep, you ain't going to meet anyone now because the mod shop is now permanently offline. They closed the servers. Coming attractions. I think you can still get to look at the vehicles, show status info. I think we can still buy this. So the game does have a lot of internal stuff you can buy on top of the sort of DLC you could buy as well. So basically, as you race through the shop, you can buy customization options. So here we go. So there's a wealth of stuff you can buy before you even get in-game to online store token shop. So the token shop. So I have 1 token. You've unlocked Sprocket. Hello XGaming765, thanks for joining the stream. So here's where we can customize the cart and everything. We've got new, we've got edit, select carts. So we've got elite, so tags cart, and we can do our own ones, or we can edit our own carts. So as I'm starting from a fresh save file, a lot of this will be locked out from the get-go. I tend to leave tag cart as default. But this gives you an idea of the sheer amount of customization. A lot of this has to be unlocked in-game, and there's also additional online DLC, but where you can customize, do paints, patterning, colours. Should really show this off, shouldn't I? I think I'll just stick with the default. It remembers all the settings I've done. Triangle set color. See, so we have the colors and we have material. So you've got lots of customization options in this. Yeah, United Front Games, there's the developer's name. Customization stickers as well. Pre-made, so yeah, we can just... So my cart tags cart, so you think you can still jump to the... Yeah, so we can still swap to tags cart if we want, but we'll do... Got different sound effects as well. I think I'll stick with the default. Shock right height. I think a lot of these you're going to have to... tilt it back. I think I'll go with those ones actually. Lots of customization. Lucky number 7. Yeah, let's go with that. We got. Just a bit more. Yeah, let's do that. So, got lots of accessories. Hobo stick, pinwheel, lots of. Not so sure on those ones. Peace sign, taximeter. Actually, I quite like the bonnet swooner. Let's go with that one. So you can move it, position it. You've really got a lot of customization options. Okay, let's do with that. I think that's enough customization. So again, we can select mods. So we've got UFC creations, racer characters. So I don't have to be tag, but I think I'll stick with tag. He-Man. Actually, maybe I will check. Let's do a randomization, see what I get. Is it a monstrosity? Ooh, ooh. This is why you don't do randomize. Okay, that is actually quite funny. As always, guys, if you're enjoying this stream, please do consider hitting that like button. It is very much appreciated. It does help with people finding this stream afterwards as well. But you get the idea. This is the ModNation. So basically, you've got lots of... here's the track customization. I'm not going to go track editing just yet. I will show off the game. But yeah, so the share facility is, suffice to say, no longer working. I really wish they'd brought this to PS4, actually. But... it was not to be. As your casual race host asleep at the Switch, cast a veto in the game. Yep. Sadly, this didn't use peer-to-peer. It was all server-based. So as soon as the servers went down, the online got kiboshed. But we've got my crazy custom racer, and we've got now most of these. I think the top mods you can actually. This just custom stuff, I think. I think it's just you can basically just view them, and that as I'm offline, it will just show characters you can race against. Same with the vehicles. Jesus Kart. Yeah, so it's the same characters. We've got extras, photo mode, options. I mean, this game is literally a wealth of options. Career difficulty, casual, expert. Got all the noise sound. I mean, there's a lot of options. It really was a very well put together game. Race. So you can actually do. Originally, you'd get other players online here, but it does simulate it offline with just having random players who we can crash into. Just crash into them as we play. This does look and play very good, that I will say. I really enjoyed, I tried to play through it before. This is, just around here is actually a good place to drift, practice drifting as well. Now I could drive into the online for a bit of fun, but it's going to tell me, yeah, it's closed off. Because we are not connected to PSN. If I do quick race, I think you can do... Imperial Gardens, that's the D, I think Bramble. Career Centre, and I think I can do the DLC races from here. Yep. So there's the Far East Tour. So I will actually, I won't do the initial race, I'll actually show off the DLC ones first. Seeing as I suspect not everyone's seen the DLC, so we'll do some of the DLC races. But yeah, Far East Tour, the Arctic Tour, and the Big City Tour. These are the central DLC tours. Some of these have actually been delisted now in certain regions, but they are still up, tucked away in the UK, the European store. But you had to do add-ons and all to get to them. But you see, the game has an absolute wealth of editorial options, so you can literally change how your character looks, how your car looks, and then you can even make your own tracks as well. Although, admittedly, it's probably best to play through the career mode, and because I'm using this on my, not my personal account, it means I'm literally having to start over. So I'm using it on my random game account.
Before the race, Gary, if 2 is company and 3's a crowd, what's 1?
The number of people at my birthday party.
Booyah!
Yes, the two hosts are quite hilarious and brutal to one another. Admittedly, jumping into a DLC track might not be the best idea, but let's just show off the game. So each race has, you do have multiple objectives. So race objectives, so what have I got? Finish third, get 5,000, and finish clean laps. So that means don't crash into anything.
Try again.
Now this really is an absolutely crazy racer with all the sort of side things you can do. I actually found this better than most of the Mario Karts. The newer one, Mario Kart 8, I think is probably a slightly better game than this, but up until when this came out, I think this was better than every single Mario Kart released, other than probably, say, the original one. Although this is probably much more a racing game than, say, Mario Kart, which relies a lot more on weapons. This does have weapons though, so you will see them, and there are some great things like that. And you do need to get used to drifting in this. One of the main things in this is to learn to drift. But it does play very well. It's a real shame what happened to United. Is United Front or United Artists? United Front Games, that's right. United Front Games. It's a real shame what happened to them. They did Sleeping Dogs as well, which is another fantastic.
You missed it. That was my finely honed sense of sarcasm.
Now these races, similar to Mario Kart, can be a bit of a pain to win. You do need to be racing at your very best. I might drop the difficulty just so I can progress in the stream, because doing this normally you have to actually be on absolute fire. So and I am not on fire at present because it's been some years since I played these DLC tracks. Are also meant for veterans who have finished the main game. And suffice to say, it's been some years since I progressed through the main game campaign. Although I never quite finished it. I got close to the end, I seem to recall, before I changed my PS3 hard drive. Oh yeah, I do love the sheep as well. They are... So here we go, it's the final lap! I was just saying Daytona.
Next time, do better, noob.
And yes, your race chief does commentate on your driving quite mercilessly. Yeah, and that's, you will get, like Mario Kart, a lot of that where you're just in the lead and then all of a sudden you will be taken out.
You know what Tag didn't have that might have helped in this race? My good looks, and charm, and personality, and quite frankly, anything that makes me me. And I'm a winner. And sorry, I forgot where I was going with this.
Yes, they do. The guys presenting it, quite funnily, do mercilessly take it all out of you. if you don't succeed at a race. I don't think that'll unlock the next race. I think I need to get in the top 3 or something. I notice the viewing figure seems to be up and down like a yo-yo at the minute, guys, so I assume most of you guys aren't still there. Okay, so... where was the options again? Extras. Yeah, I don't like doing that, but it's on as it's on stream. That way, just means we move through things faster. I don't really want to stick it on casual, but I play to do it on expert. But I just want to make sure because you have to practice every race, and you guys want to see me move through all the various courses relatively quickly. So let's do it that way. I did really enjoy the music as well, so you can see the achievement details. So this is actually the first race, so you can see we've got, yeah, so you've got to get the 5 canisters and complete the bonus objectives. So and then you need to do that to unlock everything. So there is quite a lot in this game to unlock. So there, I got one of the canisters. Let's do the snowfield. Let's do the Snow City, part of the Arctic Tour. Arctic Tour, yes, Challenger 1.
I'm here with Biff Treadwell, getting ready to bring you another race.
No, 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 no. It's the amazing Biff Treadwell. Amazing. Try and remember. Racer, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, there is a turbo start as well if you get it just right. Get 4,000 speed points, okay. That was a nice easy one. Oh, the flame rate's going a bit down on this one. But the track design is fantastic in this game. It is just so colourful. It just plays so well. I remember not expecting much when I played this, and actually it turned out to be a very good game. Now, this never got a sequel, although arguably United Front Games also did Little Big Planet karting. I wasn't that much of a fan of Little Big Planet karting. I don't particularly like Sackboy, if I'm being honest. I find him quite a bland, uninteresting character, whereas the characters in ModNation Racer were much better. I find this much more aesthetically pleasing over Sackboy and his rather bland buddies. But the track design, yeah, this really did remind me sort of some of the classic. It really is a well-made game, this. At least the track also has different routes, so you need to take them to get to the secrets. Oh, I just missed. It's gonna hit me. I just missed one of the things there. Pickups. So there are 5-star pickups in 3 race objectives. So usually one of the race objectives is always come first, though. So tight trying to get that max speed one.
Tag shows us he's no slouch, topping out his speed for record-setting times.
Yeah, so you'll see that the DLC also gives you additional unlocks. Let's unlock the second race. I got 2 of the pickups. What's the one I didn't get? Pay off. I'll take down 3 opponents. So we got the big city race tour as well. One of the things this game doesn't actually use a licensed soundtrack. It's basically they did, because one of the things with a lot of racing games is they don't tailor make the tracks to the game, so they sound a bit off, whereas this they did, and this the music sounds much better. It reminds me a lot more of games like Daytona and Sega Rally, because they did that proper soundtrack. It's just a shame I think this didn't do that well, partly because I think it is aimed at kids, and the PS3 wasn't seen as a kids console, it was more the Wii.
This is going to be one exciting race. Looks like the racers are readying themselves at the starting line.
Readying themselves for a smackdown.
I just do like the way your character bumps into the other race. There's some really great humour in this.
Prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Got to keep an eye out for those sort of purple canisters that give you the stars. I'll probably do a separate video of this at some point. I should cover this because it's such a good game. Maybe I'll do the first campaign, unlock everything. It's a really enjoyable racing game. Yeah, Little Big Planet karting is kind of a follow-up, but it's not that good a game, I don't think. I just didn't like it as much. Well, technically it's still a very well made game. I just wasn't, as I said, I just wasn't a big fan of Sackboy. I much preferred the ModNation racing look. But yeah, sadly, I'm not sure how well this actually did. race, get that last thing, and then I'm gonna, I can take that shortcut. There's quite a lot of shortcuts on every track, so there's the bridge coming up. There we go, token collected. At least they got one.
Great finish from Tag there. The latest in a long line of solid performances.
Everything about this is such a well-made title. So finished first, unlock. Finished third, swipe 3 opponents, get 80,000 drift points. Yowzers. Hi Neff Met Attila, thanks for coming on stream. Okay, you say it's 30 streams. Okay, cool. I don't know if the other guys are back on stream. Some of them have been and gone, I think. So we can do the first. Give this one a shot again. The Asian chalk. That's actually. I might progress through the DLC to show it off. So. I'll do a bit of the campaign. I will try and edit something together later just to show you the... Although the downside is because you really need to finish the game to unlock all the extras. There was also quite to actually build up all the different courses, because once you unlock everything you then have more customization options. There is also quite a lot of DLC to buy in the shop, the actual PSN shop. Although some of it, I said in North America, I think all the DLC has been delisted. That's the off.
This is going to be a race to remember, folks.
Why's that?
Because today Gary will try to outdo his record of useless stats.
Yeah, the two commentators, I just love the dialogue. They're constantly at one another's neck. And they also roast you pretty much if you don't do well. There is a great sense of humour with all the dialogue. It is really well written. And that's something you wouldn't see in a Mario Kart game, which is something why I like this, because it has a sense of humour for its kids game. So if you're... It's something adult kids, it would probably go over the heads of, but for adults, it's something if they're watching this, you'd have a chuckle.
That was my finely honed sense of sarcasm.
Oh, I'm in the wrong bit, off track. Oh, it's throwing me all the way at the back as well. And there's the sheep. You've got to watch out for some various booby traps along the way. There's some great... The track design in this is fantastic. It does... Each track has its own unique feel, which is something Mario Kart and the sort of games like Sega Rally had. And Daytona. And something a lot of modern racing games... Oh, I missed that one again. Trying to get the tokens and failing miserably to get them. Yes, you know when your own crew chief is... Should have launched that missile earlier. I think that won't hit anything. Get the token and let's drive like crazy. Got one. Okay, I've got to get back in the third. Or else I'll be restarting this race. This is actually a tougher race.
Next time, do better, noob.
Yes, he's welcome to. The pit chief was very welcome to call me noob. This is not a great run on this track. I'll try again in a sec. As always, if you're liking, enjoying this look at ModNation Racer, please do consider hitting that like button. It's very much appreciated. And I'm so going to have to run this race again. Well, I got more of the tokens that time. Let's try this again. I want to
Oh well, there's lots more races in this rookie's future.
Right, let's try that one again. I'm determined to get to the next Asian tour. Far East tour, it's not the Asian tour. Especially the Far East tour. But yeah, it's based on Asian design and culture, or particularly Chinese design and culture, with a sort of Great Wall style look. Whereas the city one's sort of like New York, and then the Arctic one's kind of its own thing. There were a number of great DLCs that did actually add in additional props and stuff. Well, they didn't have tracks. So the only three that had tracks are the three tours. So the Far East one, the Arctic, and the Big City tour. These were also the only DLCs that had trophies. So if there are any DLCs you wanted, it's those three. Right, let's see if I can win this one. I'm determined to beat it now.
I could first.
You want me to put a diaper on you, Gary? Because I will.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1. Great driving, huh? In case you missed it, that was my finely honed sense of sarcasm.
Okay, so occasionally you do get taken apart. I'm just going to restart things. Just got taken apart into that last lap by 2 rockets. Just put me well into that.
3, 2, 1. Time do better, noob. Great driving, huh? In case you missed it, that was my finely honed sense of sarcasm. Try again.
This race is becoming rather an Achilles heel at the minute. Every time trying to do the last one, we were winning and then got smashed up by rockets. Then this one's definitely got slow car booster on, that's for sure. There are a couple points you just cannot gain. And I'm not a huge fan of slow car booster, I have to admit. It does, I think, slightly delay. down the fun of the game a little bit.
No, you're doing it all wrong.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Next time, do better, noob. finely honed sense of sarcasm. That ain't gonna work. Try again.
Another great race from Tag, who moves to the next round. Impressive stuff.
And finally, So it's Great Wall Hidden Forest is the next one. I'll do one of each of the races. So visually I think this game is very good. The music is enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's the best racing music, but it's certainly nice that they've done their own music for the game and it feels in keeping with the atmosphere. The dialogue is fantastic and the controls are very smooth and reliable. I think it's just one or two things like with Mario Kart, the fact you can get taken out even when you're ahead and doing well and then all of a sudden you're knocked back, and that's irritating. Although you do have a shield that I should remember to use more, and I've not been using that much. You press circle, it drains the life of your boost bar, but that way it uses the shield instead.
Race, I'd like to remind our viewers how lucky you are to hear the elegant intonations of my voice.
How is there room in this booth for you, me, and your ego?
There's not. Get out. Hello, everybody. This is Busy.
And the lines across the top there are really hilarious as well, some of them. This game does not take itself seriously in the slightest.
been a tough day out on the track for Tag.
That was not a great race, right? Let's go to the next one in the Arctic Tour then. Give this one a shot.
There are things in life you just can't miss, and this race is one of them.
Last night I almost missed Dancing with the Animal.
And there are other things that you just don't care about at all. I mean, at all.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
racers on fire. It's another podium finish.
We're in for quite a matchup today, folks. Should be a crowd pleaser.
If you'd like a tape of this race, mail a handful of cash to Biff Treadwell, care of ModNation Racing Championships, P.O. Box.
Biff, I don't think that's legal.
Ixnay on the Eagle Lay, talk Gary. Biffy needs a new swimming pool.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1. That was my finally honed sense of sarcasm.
finish, once again from the unstoppable tag.
Okay, so I think of the 3 DLCs, the Big City one is definitely my favourite. I mean, look at these Big City races. I do like the Big City races, they're really nice. The Far East Tour one's kind of okay with the walls, and the Arctic ones, the 2 Arctic ones seemed very similar, whereas the Big City ones seemed quite a bit different with the garden park earlier. The Iceberg Edge. What have we got here? Subway. Gridlock River. Let's give this one a shot.
I love the smell of cart exhaust in the morning.
Actually, Gary, that's my cologne. It's called Engine Burn. Now let's race.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Just going to say, that bridge section when we jump over the bridge and all the trucks and cars blocking out the road, that's fantastic to jump over. That looks great for an aerial shot.
And that's why Tag's on the fan favorite list. Stunning performance.
In that one, I feel I had the race stolen right at the very end there. That does happen from time to time. Even using shields, you can't block some of the effects that well, or you got to time it just right. But yeah, so close yet so far, but still came third, so that's all that matters. We unlock the next one. Let's do. I think I won't do all the DLC home run circuit. I'll leave that one. I won't do the last two. I'll do this one. And I might do the campaign. Then I'll quickly have a look at the level editor. Then I'll probably finish up.
Now we'll go to the starting line, where some of this race's favorite drivers are prepping their karts.
With enough firepower to destroy a small planet. Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1, Tag know this was an actual race? Maybe someone forgot to tell the kid. Welcome back, folks. You could hear Jaws hitting the floor yesterday when the new hotshot racing under the name Tagger qualified for the circuit.
The former graffiti artist turned MRC contender has a secret weapon, a crew chief with a familiar face to kart historians. A veteran racer himself, Chief's career ended in tragedy with a king-sized wreck in turn 3 of the championship race 25 years ago.
Man, I love that wreck. It just keeps going, doesn't it, Gary? Ah, that's the stuff.
We don't know why the Chief has decided to come back after all these years, but whatever the reason, Tag is in good hands.
Good hands. Maybe if you want to wreck your cart. Roll that clip again.
The home tour begins now. The winner of the tour will earn a parts package sponsored by the Chickinator. Cock-a-doodle-doom.
What the heck is that?
So yeah, more great jokes with that Chickinator. I love the tagline as well, cock-a-doodle-doo. Chickinator. Yeah, some great jokes in it. The dialogue is fantastic.
Welcome to Farm Frenzy, where racers will fly by some of the cutest farm animals in the world.
Cute? You call sheep cute, Gary?
Sure, Biff, they're...
Don't tell me you haven't seen the sinister look in their beady little eyes.
But they're sheep, Biff.
They've been pent up for years, Gary, with nothing to do but plot their revenge.
You might want to loosen your tie, Biff. Let's go trackside, where we've got an excellent group of drivers this year. These are top athletes, Biff, in peak mental and physical condition.
Really, Gary? Really?
Okay, this here's the first home tour race, newbie. So hit the track and listen up real nice, because I'm going to throw some stuff at you and I expect you to listen. I say turn left, you turn left. I say turn right, you turn right. None of this, but there's a little puppy to the right. I don't care about puppies. I care about winning. Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1. Drafting those numbskulls. That's been... Keep drifting! Drift. Keep that drifting going. Nice draft, kid. Whatever you're doing, keep doing
Talk about some great drafting. Gorgeous use of driving skills to grab a solid result.
All right, kid, welcome to Creation Station. Here you can change your look to whatever you want. Any color, any design. Be fuchsia, be chartreuse, be puce, be a rainbow of fruit flavors. But don't expect me to like it.
Okay, so I've already shown off how to mod a character. Basically, the game wants you to mod a character there. Not that I'm going to be doing that, because I've already shown it off. I might try the Far East Tour race again, second race, see if I can get to the third one. As I've done the first 3 races for the other DLCs.
There are things in life you just can't miss, and this race is one of them.
Last night I almost missed dancing with the animals.
And there are other things that you just don't care about at all. I mean, at all.
Racer, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Hi Blades and Mirth, thanks for dropping by, very much appreciated. And leaving a like. And I think the other viewers, a couple of the other commentators haven't actually left likes, I don't think, which is a little bit annoying. But thank you very much for leaving a like, glad you like this. Yeah, I saw a bit of the community when this was, I didn't play this too much online, but when I did play it online it was very, turn the volume down a little bit. When I played it online it was very, very good originally, this was. There were lots, just literally you could design almost anything. So it is a shame they didn't have some form of peer-to-peer network, because the online is now completely gone, sadly, which is a huge shame. Sadly, United Front Games are no longer with us, so I doubt we'll ever get a sequel as well. Mainly been looking at the DLC as well in this stream. I will have a look at the create your own tracker mode in a minute. Oh, off track again, and they're all overtaken. Yeah, I've not actually played the Vita game, sadly, so that's one I don't know if I'll get a chance to either, but yeah, that's definitely one. The PSP one, from what I understand, is literally just a port of this one, but I might grab it myself because I do enjoy this, and I haven't actually got the PSP one today, so... Lose this track again, sadly. In the lead, yeah, sometimes you do lose out. So, never mind. Oh. Yeah, I think the PSP one is just a port of this one.
Did Tag know this was an actual race? Maybe someone forgot to tell the kid.
Let's restart this one last time. I'll give this one a shot as I want to show off all the first few races of the DLC.
2, 1. A solid finish from Tag, who manages to squeak through to another round. Time to get this race on the road.
On the track, you mean?
Semantics.
That's a big word for you, Biff.
I have unplumbed depths. Now let's blow up some carts.
Mr. Prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
doesn't seem to have what it takes here today. Must admit, I expected a lot more from the rookie.
Okie dokie, let's have a look at the track editor. File a good grief report, yes. Well, admittedly, with these creation games, you do have to actually be careful because if someone creates something that ups the age rating of your product, you're technically in violation of the PEGI rating. Okay, let's look at the creation station, actually how you... My cards, yeah, let's just try a quick look at the track editing. So you could share, you could shop creation station. I think if I go in this bit, it'll say connect online. I just remember, how did you actually get oh yeah, the tokens. That's what... You know, one of the things I'm not entirely sure is if there's actually enough tokens to get everything in the game. Because there's only... So there's 25... Okay, so there's 25 per... There's 5 tracks per race. There's 5... No, 25. So that means there's 125 in the first race and 75, so there's 200 in total. Is that enough? We can edit. I don't think I have any tracks to edit. You have to. So let's create a new track just to show Alpine. So this is the thing with having the DLC. You get the big city theme, the Arctic theme, you get the Far East theme, and you get the jungle theme. Alpine. Let's do the Alpine theme. Okay, that seems to give me... Okay, so that's just the simple auto-population of a track. That's quite nice. Oh, I see branches. There we go. Okay. This should be a straight, very. It's a shame when I try and build the.
Proud to bring you another race for ModNation.
So am I.
Nice, well put. Glad you could make it, Gary. 3, 2, 1.
Didn't think you had it in you to draft like that. Well, it's early. You might still mess it up.
Can't I draft this whole race? Yes. It's a titty little track, but
I think we're gonna have to go to a photo finish because no one can figure out how to replay the video cameras.
yeah, literally, this is actually quite a good track. Strangely, just let you build it that way. It seems to auto build a sort of really odd track design. That's basically Daytona. My dear 77 speed. Okay, right. Let's exit. For something simple like circle track. So let's, can I? Change the scene track settings. Okay, so mod track, quick edit, road start. So repave, advanced edit. So okay, so we've added in a branch. Not that you'd want to use that branch. Let's exit and start over because the auto pave seems to be the issue. So seaside this time. The mod tracks in the road state. Could also erase the road for an off-road experience. Oh, I see. So why does it want to... No, I don't want to... I want to actually... The controls for this are actually not particularly... The fact it throws me into this to exit auto. No, I don't want autocomplete. I want to actually... Ah, here we go. You have to use the right... So can we take the track over the beach? God, what's the point of a waterfront if you can't take the track over the beach? I see. I have to stick to the train while I let you bit so you go over the beach. One final turn, and then I will literally put in a straight at the end for an auto completion. Okay, so that should give me a nice... Do you want to auto-populate? Let's try what the auto-population does. Building track. Okay, this is nice with the way it just builds up the track. The shame I couldn't quite get it to go over the water. No, I don't need auto-populate. I've already auto-populated. Now I think the question is, how do I delete a prop? Minimize, prop list, undo. So hopefully this R1. Prop list, rotate, scale. I mean, you've got a lot of options in this, I will admit, the track editing.
Think of your world as a hot dog for a second. If the terrain is the bun and the track is the wiener running through the middle of it, then props are definitely the mustard, relish, and ketchup. So, what does a hot dog have to do with Track Studio?
Absolutely nothing.
It was a metaphor, Biff.
I thought it was a hot dog. I'm grabbing lunch.
There are piles of props in Track Studio, and each one serves a different purpose. Some spruce up scenery and add distinctive style to the world you create. Others, such as jumps, boost pads, and item pods, have specific gameplay functionality. Some props, called smackables, like barrels or road signs, break or explode on contact. More advanced dynamic props hold special properties and can be turned on and off with pressure pads or triggers. All prop types are accessible in the Place Props section located under the Edit option on your trusty circle menu. Placing props and selecting props are the two main modes for prop placement. You always start in Place Prop mode, and you can choose the prop you'd like to place from a list. As with other item lists in Track Studio, all your props are conveniently minimized, ready to be pulled up by pressing the square whenever you need them. Press X to place a prop. With some props, holding the X button down will cause it to spray multiple copies. Experiment with different props to see which ones spray. You can also quickly scale or rotate a prop with the directional buttons. If you want to select a prop that is already in the world, press L1 to toggle to the Select Props mode, and your cursor will snap to objects as you get close to them. Oh, and of course, there's also Track Studio's exciting undo feature.
Oh, the excitement of undo. Wow.
Press R1 to undo. If you undo too far, hold L3 and press R1 to redo. Remember to use your camera view to check out your handiwork. Use the right stick to control your camera, hold the L3 button, and move the right stick up and down to use camera tilt and really get the bird's eye view.
Fascinating. Tell me more about undo.
I thought you were grabbing lunch.
I was riveted by your encyclopedic knowledge of prop placing.
Okay, that's a bit of an oversight. There doesn't appear to be a delete prop option, which is a major... So how do I get rid of a prop? No, I don't want to place it there. I want to undo it. I want to erase a prop because it's blocking my thing. We can place them anywhere. We just don't seem to be able to undo them. Okay, someone really needed to do their homework with this. There should have been a basic function. So, where is the delete button? You have undo, hold, read. So we've got redo, we've got scale, we've got rotate, delete. There we go. Select prop, delete. I have to wait for that to change as well. Select prop, jump to delete. So what's... So there we go. No. There we go. Okay, so there's a bit of placement. We've got some trees along there as we race along. Okay, right. Test drive. I was going to say, I knew there had to be an undo button, but... Devastation. Okay, so let's do a test race. Let's see what this...
What a fantastic day for a race. Makes me wish I was down on the track.
You'd make a great racer, Gary.
I know you don't really mean that.
You're right, but if you bite the dust in a work-related accident, I get your parking space.
Okay, so there we go. We actually have... So yes, as you can see there, the track customization is fantastically detailed. It really is probably the best track creation detail in terms of what you can build for a sort of modern console. It's incredibly good. And I'm just scratching the surface with what you can do in here. We'll take route 1 this first time, and then we'll do another route the second time. So I've got a branching path in it. Yeah, the auto population is quite handy, but of course if you want to add in track...
You're slower than a one-legged chicken. Move that cart. Revenge is a dish best served cold. With some missiles. Fill it up or don't boost. It's that simple. Just means your revenge will be even sweeter.
Yeah, it's actually quite impressed. There's a real impressive options with this track editor.
Am I dreaming? Or are you really leading the pack? Sorry, dozed off there for a second. Last lap. Whatever you do, no one gets past you.
So literally, if you spend enough time, you can really build tracks. Clearly a very customized ability. This is only just a rough track I've just built, but it's certainly got a bit of character to it, and I've just literally let the auto population.
Pass these guys. You know, the more parts you lose, the more I have to replace.
Wow! That was almost as close as the time I gave Gary a buzz cut in his sleep.
Okay, let's end. I'm going to exit and wrap it up there then. So, ModNation, let's call this. Ribbon track. So here we go with, so that was a short look at the customization. That is actually very in-depth, very interesting. You can build some great customization options if you know how to and spending the time with it. Admittedly, I've only just touched the surface of it, but yeah, you've got a lot of customization ability if you really want to do something very interesting on the track. So I'm going to wrap it up there, everyone. Thank you all for watching tonight's stream. I'm going to check, we don't appear to have any likes, so come on guys, hit the like button if you're there, and if you're dropping in to say hi, remember to hit the like button. I'm a bit disappointed. We'll go there. We've got a few people in chat, but it doesn't say we've got any likes at the minute unless the like button is not quite working at my end. But yeah, it's a nice enough... it is a very nice game. Unfortunately, I don't believe it's available digitally anymore, ModNation Racer. I think if you want to grab it, you need to grab a physical copy. I believe the DLC has been delisted in North America, but it is still available here in the UK store at present. But yeah, it is a really nice package, so it's a really nice game. There was lots of content. So tonight's stream, I have shown you the 3 main DLC. So that was the Far East Tour, the Arctic Tour, and the Big City Tour. They are separate DLCs, but they add to the main game. But yeah, everything else is in the main game, so the track editor's in the main game. There are some additional props to sort of build your own tracks, but yeah, I mean, really, this game has a massive amount of replayability. I know Little Big Planet, United Front Games would later go on to do Little Big Planet Karting, and that had the same sort of creation, I believe. I wasn't a big fan of Little Big Planet Karting. I just find Sackboy quite a bland character. I much prefer the characters in ModNation. They just have a lot more character and just look a bit cooler. But that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. I will wish you a good night, a good evening, a good morning, or a good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This has been ModNation Racing on the PlayStation 3. I do highly recommend it. It is a very good game. I believe it does have split screen. What's it say? 1 to 4 players offline. Yes. H720p. The network play 2 to 12 players. Unfortunately, the network play, as we now know, is as dead as the dodo, as they say, sadly, as Sony switched off the servers back in 2018. But it is Just a really great fun game to play, and I do highly recommend it. There's so much in the way of customization, both to play and unlock and to actually get in game once you've been there, everything to do everything. So it is a lot of fun. ModNation Racing, I did really enjoy it when I sat down and played it quite a few years back now. I just never quite finished it, but I got nearly towards the end. Definitely worth looking up if you want to play a very interesting and enjoyable game. I can't really say I've got any, there really isn't anything bad to say against it. I think possibly the single player campaign was perhaps a bit short, but even then you do get a lot of game for your money, I will admit. It's a very nice game overall, ModNation Racing. As I said, it is a shame the online that you see here. I mean, you get a lot of the messages say, literally most of the messages say here, connect online. Well, connection to online closed, connection to online to access venue. Unfortunately, it's actually, I think when I tried this, it's actually better to play offline, because online it starts throwing up lots of I can't connect on, when it's online, can't connect to the servers, error messages. But yeah, great fun game, really well polished. It is a shame United Front Games are no longer with us. They did a fantastic job with this game. It really is excellent. I do highly recommend it, and it's shown there's lots to play as, lots to customize, lots to unlock, and there was quite a lot of DLC to buy as well. So that's it from me. I'm going to wish you a good night, a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. As always, if you enjoy this stream, please do hit that like button, very much appreciated, and I will see you all in the next stream, which will be Thursday. I think I might do Starhawk on the PS3 on Thursday. That's another Sony game. That's actually another quite impressively underrated one. But that's it from me, Random Gamer Riven here. I will see you all Thursday. I believe I should have another video done for you either today, tomorrow, or definitely will be done by Friday at the latest. So I think it'll probably be done. It will be at least ready to go tomorrow, so do stay tuned for that. That's going to be an interesting one. That'll be covering some of the many issues in the PlayStation 3 store. But that's it from me. I'm off for now. Have a good night, and I will see you all in Thursday's stream. Thank you, and good night, everyone.